Hello and welcome to New Mama Meg. I'm Meg. It's nice to see you again. And today I will be doing a review on the UppaBaby Vista V2. I've been thinking about doing this review for quite some time but have held off. I have had mixed feelings about it, but I feel like I've come to a good place where I feel like I'm ready to share the good, the bad, and kind of everything in between about the UppaBaby Vista. This is why I wanted the UppaBaby so bad. I loved the look of the bassinet. It looked very like British pram style of stroller, and I just loved it. I knew I had to have something with this look on it. There are definitely other options that have something similar, but I mean, there's a million other reasons why we chose this buggy as well, but this was a big one. I did think that I would use this a lot more than I actually did. I'll talk about the kind of interchangeable pieces of the stroller as we keep going through this video, but it was really great when we were walking around the neighborhood, especially when he was super little, because I could just put him in there, he could sleep, he could sprawl out, and just be super comfy while we were out for our walk. It's also really easy to take in and out, so you really just have to push this one button on the top and pull it out, and then put it over there. It's fine. I'm going to show you the inside of the bassinet because it's very cute and comfy, and then it also has some special features, so let me show you. So as you can see, it has this pad on the inside that's removable. You can also take the cover off and wash it, which is awesome. Put that back in there. It has this really cool visor as well, so if you're out and it's windy or maybe there's bugs or something, you can just pull that down just to keep the light out of the baby's eyes, which is great. So as I mentioned, I didn't use it as much as I thought I would, and this is the reason why. The bassinet is quite big, so to constantly be moving it in and out of the car is a little frustrating. It is easier to just put the car seat in and out, especially if you're running errands or something. So like I was saying, it's super easy to put in and out of the buggy. You just flip it into these two things there, and then you're on your way. So that's great. It is also collapsible. You can take it out, make it a little bit smaller, easier to put in the car. But we definitely found that we kept this at home most of the time unless we knew we were going for a longer walk. We used this for about the first 4 to 5 months maybe. I mentioned in a ton of videos that he was always really long, so we knew this wouldn't last very long for him because he was touching either end very quickly. But still super happy we got it because it looks so cute, and it is nice for those longer walks or if you're just strolling around the neighborhood. So instead of using this, I'll show you what we use most of the time. The car seat. I have done a video on the UppaBaby Mesa car seat, and I'll link it up here or up here. I never know which side it's gonna be on. But we use this car seat so much. I love it and I miss it and I wish we could still use it, but he grew out of it. The reason I love it so much is because of the in and out. It was the absolute best to be able to just put him in there and then take him out whenever we, if we were at the mall, and then we just swing him out, flip him into the car seat, and it was the best. Also nice and open, so he had the opportunity to kind of look around whenever it was safe because we did have him covered up a lot, COVID life. But we used this when we came home from the hospital too, so when we checked in, we brought the stroller, we brought the car seat. We had no idea what we were doing, but eventually we figured it out with the help of our nurse, hallelujah. But I love the car seat. I love how easy it is to clip in and out. We use this when we went grocery shopping all the time, so we didn't have to bring any extra parts or pieces, and it was great. Which leads me into talking about this basket at the bottom. My mom and I would go grocery shopping together most of the time, but there was the odd occasion where I would have to take Finn by myself. So when that happened, I couldn't take a grocery cart. I would have to just use the buggy because I didn't have the hands to pull the shopping cart and push the buggy at the same time. So I would just fill up the basket at the bottom, and I could usually get every single thing I needed in there. Sometimes I'd have to carry a box of diapers on my hip, but otherwise we made it work. It was totally fine. But this basket is huge. It's so good for putting everything you need in it. So definitely a perk of the UppaBaby. I have seen other strollers and I do usually check them out, and I'm like, okay, that has a small basket, this is a bigger basket. But I think the UppaBaby wins in terms of how much storage space there is in the bottom of this thing. It sounds like an infomercial. It's not. It's just how I feel about it. So once he grew out of the bassinet and also the car seat, that's when we started using the rumble seat, which is what he uses now. So let me go get it. So this is the rumble seat. This is the big boy seat that Finn loves to sit in now. We had it facing us for a few months just because he was little and I like to look at him the whole time, obviously. But now that he's a little bigger, we turned it around. He loves to look at everything. He's always just so amazed by everything around him. So to be able to turn him around and there's nothing blocking his view, he loves it. So with the rumble seat, it does also have this massive visor similar to the bassinet that you can pull down if they fall asleep, which is great. Covers the sun, blocks the sun out of his eyes, which is great. It also has this mesh part up here that allows the parent to kind of see through, see if they're sleeping, see what they're doing if you don't want to bother them, if you have that visor down. I actually just found this out recently that this can be adjusted, so it's good, like especially for kids like Finn who are a little bit longer and taller. You can move this up and down depending on their height. You can also move this part around where they rest their feet. There's little buttons on the side that just puts it up and down, so you can adjust it based on how your kid likes it, which is really cool. I also really like this part. This is a nice leather on here. It makes it look very fancy. Finn did chew on this quite a bit actually when we would be out for a walk, so that was not the best thing ever. It actually held up surprisingly well, so that's good. Another awesome thing about this is if they fall asleep in the stroller, like if you're out for a longer day or something, you can recline this as much as you want and then pull that visor over again so the sun's not going to bother them. And they can sleep forever in there. It's great. This is also the only way that you can fold the stroller up with a seat in it. So you can't fold it up with the bassinet and you can't fold it up with the car seat. But if you have this seat facing forward, then you can close it up, which you just go like this. And it locks, and then you can put it in your car. I usually still take the seat off when I fold it up and put it in the car, mostly because the seat is quite long and then it sticks up and it's just kind of hard to get in the trunk. So I find it easier to dismantle and then just stick in the trunk. With that said, that is one of the things that I don't absolutely love about the stroller. Especially in the winter, living in Canada, it's wet and slushy on the ground all the time, and I have to do this, which Dan does not like when I do this, but you have to put it down somewhere. If you have room in the car, awesome, but you don't always have room in the car, so I have to put it down on the ground, which it gets kind of dirty, gets kind of wet, and I don't like that. But then you just fold her up, and you pick it up. It's not super heavy, it's not super light, it's manageable, but if I could change one thing about the stroller, that would definitely be it. And those are all the seats and attachments, so let me show you some other features of the stroller. The stroller has this awesome brake on it, which I use all the time. I also recommend using this anytime you're folding the stroller up to put it in the car. Make sure you put the brake on. But all you have to do is step on it like that and you're good to go. Whether you're on a hill, wherever you are, just lock it up. And then to release it, you just step on it again and you're on your way. Another really great thing about the stroller is these gigantic wheels it has at the back. They're also rubber, and so it makes for a much smoother ride. So you just set off here, this. So it takes bumps really well, just makes for a super comfy ride for the baby. Another really cool feature is that this handle is adjustable, so it's perfect for my husband and I. I'm like 5'2", he's about 6 feet-ish, so very different in terms of where we want the handle, but all you have to do is press that one gray button up here and it pulls right up. Super easy. So then when I take over, push it down, and it's great. Another big reason that we got this stroller is because you can buy adapters that allow you to put 2 seats on it. So we were thinking long term, okay, can we buy one stroller that will last us for 2 kids, or however many we have, who knows, but at least 2 kids at a time. So what you can do is you buy these special adapters that flip on somewhere on the side of the stroller, and then you can put one of the other seat attachments on while having either your rumble seat or your car seat or your bassinet also on there at the same time. So if you have a newborn and maybe a 1 or 2 year old, however old your baby is, you can have them both on there at the same time, and it's only one buggy. You can also buy those little boards, I can't remember what they're called, like piggy boards or scooter boards or something, that you can put on the back, so when Finn gets older, he can stand on that and ride on it while we push the other baby in the seat. So there are a lot of good things. You'll also notice I have this cup holder. So much controversy about this cup holder. I know so many people who say never buy the UppaBaby cup holder. And I disagreed with them. I was like, no, it's great, whatever, whatever. And then I was out for a walk with some friends one day, and next thing I know, my cup flew out, broke, cracked, and so I totally got it. I don't use it too much, to be honest with you. There are other ones on the market that you can buy. They might be a little bit better, I'm not 100% sure, but I probably wouldn't buy this again. We also bought the UppaBaby fanny pack, we'll call it, storage pouch. And it's nice, I like it. You can put a drink in here, there's a spot for your phone. I used to keep all my masks in here, sanitizer, keys, and this kind of acted as my purse. So I do like this, I'd probably buy this thing again. When you buy the stroller, it automatically comes with the rumble seat, the bassinet. It also comes with a rain cover and a storage bag for the seats. So yes, it is expensive, but I do believe you get your money's worth when you buy this. The quality is amazing, it looks awesome. And this thing has been pushed for many, 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 many miles, and it's still working amazing. So it does have a few bumps and bruises on it, which I probably could have taken better care of it, but it's very hard when you're in a rush and you want to just get it in the car and get the heck out of wherever you are. So I think I've gone over most of the features, the ins and outs, how easy it is to clip everything in and out. So the big question of would I buy this again? Yes, 100% I would buy this again. I hope I don't have to buy another one because they are not cheap. and I hope this one lasts us for all of the kids that we have. But we have been really happy with this. We've not had any problems at all, and we've just been really happy with it all around. And that's that. I'm sure I've probably forgotten something, and I'll put everything away and then I'll remember, oh crap, I wanted to tell you that. But I've done my best to kind of do a comprehensive look at the UppaBaby Vista V2. I hope this answered any questions that you had about the stroller and how easy it is to use, how comfortable it is to push, and anything else that you might have been wondering. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments below. I check them all the time, so I'll be happy to answer any questions that I have answers to anyway. They'll only be based on us using the stroller and having some experience with it. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at newmama_meg for some fun and shenanigans. And that's it. I will see you next week. Bye.